Danger. The emergency destruct system is now activated. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello everyone, John Wild here with the Eco Guys, and today's going to be a real quick video on recycling credit cards and exactly what do we do with the credit cards, how we recycle them, and information about it once we receive it. Now, the first thing I should tell you is we've gone through everything we're going to show you here. Confidentiality is extremely important to us. The safety of old cards, be it credit cards, debit cards, key cards, anything is incredibly important to us. So we handle everything with confidentiality and the greatest concern where your privacy and your safety is concerned. That is why it's really important to recycle these cards rather than try to throw them out or whatever. We receive everything from key cards, which is, you swipe those, to credit cards, debit cards. You go to the store and you get gift cards, things like that, and lots of people send us these cards to recycle. So let me give you an example here. This is a package. Of course, I'm going to be very careful not to show who sent it. Typical package we receive, and this one is just filled with a plethora, whatever. It's a lot of cards, different types of cards. We're going to yank a bunch of this out. Yes, it has been pre-opened to make sure that everything is confidential, and I want to kind of go through some examples of these cards that we get and what we do with them. Let's see here. We get little. This is a Infinity on Demand. I guess that's like a gift card or a key card. It's a very thin card, not quite as thick as a credit card. However, it is still plastic. Okay, we'll discuss that in a minute. Yeah, you can't say I don't have freckles. Let's see here. And yes, I have wounds. Basically, that's from gardening. Let me tell you about plants in Florida and thorns. Okay, so we got a lot of these. And now this is interesting. This is it looks plastic because it's shiny, but it's not. It's actually a shiny cardboard. And yes, we do recycle these shiny cardboards. Sometimes if they're thick enough, we will make guitar picks out of them. That's the surprise for later. But if they're super thin and they are the cardboard with the glaze on it, we treat that as magazine material and we recycle it as magazine material. Same thing as business cards. We just got a lot of gift cards, things like that. Here's a sample of a credit card. Of course, we've blocked out all the information. That's thick. It's a regular type of credit card. Now, cards like this, credit cards for the most part, key cards like you have at your hotel room, gift cards are made usually from polyvinyl chloride acetate or just polyvinyl chloride, which is PVC. Basically, number 3. Sometimes it's made from low density polyethylene, which is a number 4. So these are plastics that are readily recyclable. Here's another example of some that we received, and here's an example of that paper card with the shiny on it. $20 off Harbor Freight. Is that expired? Darn, it's expired. Anyway, so basically that will go in as a magazine material recycle. Here we go, 7-Eleven Awards card. That's a thinner than a credit card, but it's pretty thick and it's still a plastic. So those are going to be made in guitar picks. Now, I'll talk about guitar picks in a minute. So that's another sample of a bunch of cards that we get in the mail. And that's what we really do with these things. We punch them out into guitar picks, basically. Now, there is going to be, if this right here is gold, well, what do you think we do with that? But for the most part, it's going to be turned into guitar picks. Now, there is leftover residual. Sometimes the cards are when we get them, they're too cut up. to punch them into guitar picks. So what do we do with them then? We package those up and the residual, because you can get probably about good 4 guitar picks out of a card like that, but then you're going to have pieces. Well, we keep all the pieces. We do 2 things with the pieces. One, we ship them off to a manufacturer who actually mixes those with other PVC and polyvinyl chloride acetate pieces and all that, and they make them into park benches and fences. And there's a video about this company that we already have on the Eco Guys YouTube. Check them out. But they use the parts and pieces, and they shred them up and make them into usable plastics. If it is a real situation where we're concerned about safety, once we have the things punched out, we also have an incinerator on site. I hate to use it. I'd rather have the little pieces recycled, but nevertheless, nothing goes to the landfill here. So that's what we do with them. Now, you're probably wondering, well, let me see this guitar pick in action. We're going to make another video to that. This is just a quick video to kind of explain when you send us these things, what we do with them, and what they're going to be turned into. We go through them. We separate the different types of plastic cards, thick, thin, cardboard, business cards, paper, and we recycle them as is. The cards, like this, and similar plastics get turned into guitar picks. So, I had a lot of people who play guitar use these recycled picks and say they absolutely love them. They're great. So, that's it for now. Signing off. Any questions, let me know. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. I just wanted to put a little note at the end of this video so everyone knows. When we punch out the guitar picks, which I will be showing a video on how we do that. It's just I happen not to have the guitar pick puncher with me at this moment when I'm doing this video. We make sure that any information that is confidential is not actually left on the picks. Now, what do I mean by that is when we punch these things out, the credit card numbers are not punched together. It's punched separately. The guitar picks are mixed with hundreds and hundreds of other guitar picks, so you can't piece any old credit card numbers together through the guitar picks. That's impossible, and we make sure we punch it in a way that that does not happen. If there's any photos of people on the cards, which we get a lot of, we make sure that those photos are not on any guitar picks, nor are they punched. Those photos are pretty much the residual plastics that go off to get shredded and turned into park benches and things. And there is no connection to any photos, any barcodes, any numbers. We make sure that that happens. Confidentiality is super important. And that was a question that was after I did the video. And I just wanted to note that we go to great lengths to make sure that that doesn't happen when we punch out these credit cards. So everything is protected, although we do stress that if you send, sorry about the fingers there, if you send any credit cards to us to be recycled, to make sure that they are no longer active, and even go as far as take a magnet in your house, a regular magnet, could be a refrigerator magnet, doesn't matter, and run it across the back of the credit card where it shows that little strip that people swipe, and that will completely wipe out data on that strip. That's an extra little thing that you can do. So we go through great lengths to make sure that confidentiality is important, and we're very careful. When we do the guitar pick video, you'll see the links we go through to make sure that photos on credit cards are punched out and credit card numbers are never punched together. We do it in such a way that that just doesn't happen. Okay, so there you go, just in case that was a question. If you have any more, comment, let me know. We will answer any question that you have. Thank you.